This happens so often where I see a really awesome and compelling written ad only to go to, well, if you write at a grade 5 level of comprehension, your ads are simply going to convert better. It's not about you. If you make it about you, you're going to miss the market and you're going to miss sales. People who buy iPhones are normally most aware. And the message to market for most aware is be cool, flex, and buy the latest upgrade of a mobile phone so that you'll garner the respect and the status of your peers, right? Welcome to the Results-Based Marketing Podcast, the podcast for business owners looking to leverage wildly profitable and cutting-edge marketing, lead generation, and lead nurture campaigns in their business. I'm Simeon Cryer, the founder of Automate Convert, where we've literally helped clients generate millions, hundreds of millions of dollars using the exact strategies that I'm going to share with you in this podcast. So if you want to automate, convert, and dominate your industry, you're in the right place at the right time. Let's get started. Thanks for being here. Here are 10 fatal mistakes that I see advertisers making all the time that literally sets their money on fire. First of all, and sadly, this happens so often where I see a really awesome and compelling written ad only to go to a 404 error, meaning it's not pointing to the right web page, landing page, or offer. And it's just like, oh, what's even worse about that is that the Facebook algorithm is now going to send me that business provider's direct competition's ad. Do you know what I mean? So these guys have spent the money on the ads and they cannot capitalize it or monetize it in any way, shape, or form. All they've done is effectively advertise for their competitors. Terrible, terrible travesty. The style of ad is important. When it comes to a technical kind of writing and serving of the ad for your targeting, you don't really want it to be a financial ad. That's really going to limit the sort of targeting that we do. I just had a client who said they were going to part ways with us and then wanted us to help onboard their new in-house marketing manager, which is fine. But they kind of had a lack of skill and expertise and experience in the whole digital marketing landscape, failing to recognize that it is an ecosystem. It's a department. It's not a one-man band. It's not a job that one person can do. It's like trying to construct a house with one man who's the builder. You're expecting him to be the builder, the plumber, the electrician, the carpenter, and the concreter. It's like, no, it requires a bunch of different skills and talent. So this poor marketing manager was left to her own devices, setting up an ad which had interest targeting, which is fine, but all of the interest targeting was all clumped in together. So there's no way of being able to discern which interest targeting is working and which one is not. No meaningful data that you can segment in terms of optimizing, right? So I know that they were going to get in trouble with financial claims as well. You've got to be really, really careful with that and make sure that your ads comply with Facebook terms of service. And then message to market match. I see this happen all the time. Like if you're talking to an older market, you don't want to be saying words like rad and cool and bro and stuff like that. They're not going to resonate with that. So you need to understand your market and what pain points they have, how to speak to them and how to relate to them on an emotional level. Really be able as a marketer and as an advertiser, as a business owner, to be present in their world for what's going on for them. And then I see this all the time, people selling features instead of benefits. People don't buy features. They don't buy that this iPhone can do 1,000 different things. They want to buy convenience. They want to buy status, right? So most of the thing with people who buy iPhones is there a certain place at their journey, right? People who buy iPhones are normally most aware. And the message to market for most aware is be cool, flex, and buy the latest upgrade of a mobile phone so that you'll garner the respect and the status of your peers, right? So if I'm right at that end of the spectrum, it's a very different market message to market match. If I'm talking to someone right at the other end of the spectrum who isn't even aware of a problem, that's a different message again to someone who is aware of the problem and not aware of the solution, right? You're going to spend a lot of time on the pain and then offer the solution. So depending on where people are at, on their awareness of the problem and the solution, that's going to determine your message. So be really careful to make sure you dial that in correctly. Hey, if you're a business owner making between 1 and 5 million a year and you want more consistent qualified leads to grow your business, then why don't we have a complimentary chat? I'm looking to personally invest $26,000 into 7 individual businesses right now who are serious about scaling. Book in a call with me and my team using the link in the show notes below to see if you qualify. Now back to the episode. No call to action. That really bothers me a lot, because if you're advertising and you're not asking someone to do, first of all, you need to write at the language level, the comprehension of grade 5. If someone doesn't understand your ad, it's not going to convert. Test this out for yourself. If you write at a grade 5 level of comprehension, your ads are simply going to convert better. And you need to tell people what to do, like really spell it out for them in very clear, instructive ways. Click this link below. Click the Learn More button below. Even though there's a Learn More button below in your Facebook ad, for example, tell them in your ad copy, click the Learn More button below and benefit will happen for a free download, for a free consultation, for whatever, right? So make sure that, and please, with your creative, meaning the video or the image that you're using, no cheesy stock images. That is awful and it just reeks of advertising. The best thing to do with your ad is to try and make it not look like an ad. Sure, you can have smiley people, but make it look as organic as you can, and split test this and let the data show you that I'm right on this topic. Don't be so married to your brand persona or your logos here. Test it out and split test it and see for yourself that cheesy stock images and highly branded, styled ads are not going to convert as much as organic, because Facebook marketing and even Instagram marketing and even LinkedIn marketing is interruption marketing. People aren't going to LinkedIn or Meta, Instagram and Facebook, to buy your product or search for a product. It's interruption. They're going there for professional connections on LinkedIn, or to find out some sort of boring information on LinkedIn, or see what their professional community is doing, or job options. Facebook marketing, they're going there to connect with friends, family, and cat memes, right? So the other thing that I see all the time is the I wouldn't purchase that from an ad syndrome, where business owners put themselves in the shoes of their buyers and they put their own mindset. You need to understand that you are not your buyer. It's not about you. If you make it about you, you're going to miss the market and you're going to miss sales, right? Make it about the pain points and problems. Divorce yourself from your situation and your mindset, and really firmly put yourself into the world of your ideal and most profitable client. That way you'll understand from their point of view how they see the world, their world, what pain points, aspirations, fears they have, and you'll be able to write really compelling copy that engages and converts for you. All right, and then not testing and measuring, right? Not testing and measuring different advertising creative. My team internally, we've got copywriting specialists and conversion copy specialists in our team. We're often arguing with each other about the merits of long form copy versus short form copy. And at the end of the day, we have to let the data navigate our decisions and let the data decide. We're letting the marketplace decide what's going to convert and what's not. There's no egos here, right? So it's all about what your market responds to. It's just like when you're trying to sell a house, right? It's like you don't determine the price because of how much you love the house. Ultimately, it's the market that's going to decide what it's worth, right? Based on other stuff as well. So it's your marketplace. So get your ego and yourself out of the way, and then you'll be able to be in the world of your ideal profitable client. You'll do extraordinarily well. And then people often abandon campaigns without thinking deeply enough and creatively enough to solve for the roadblocks that they encounter along the way. We've seen campaigns that have failed terribly, failed abysmally, only to have a complete course correct. Like literally a client of ours last week had leads at $280 per lead. Just enough deep thought and thinking about the problems, looking at the data and coming up with a creative solution instantly took from $280 per lead to $9.95 a lead just by one simple course correction, because we invested the time, talent, and creativity to outthink the problem and focus on what could be a solution. Think about these things and course correct these things, and you'll do unusually well with all your advertising and your performance of conversions. Cheers, happy marketing. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in to Results-Based Marketing. If today's episode gave you valuable insights into maximizing your marketing efforts, we'd love your support. Please give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, and don't forget to subscribe on your favorite platform. Let's keep the conversation going. Connect with me on socials at Simeon Cryer. All the links for me are in the show notes below, and happy marketing. Thank you so much for your attention.